Welcome to Four Moms for Success. Your host for tonight, Mayfloor, Maribel, Geraldine, and Roxanne.
Hello,
Hello.
everyone.
Ah,
Happy Tuesday.
Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Here we are again, Four Moms for Success. So, happy Thanksgiving, everyone, and happy first week of December. See how fast it is. How are you, mga sis?
Hello,
Very good. We're
hello.
good.
It's Christmas time. It's the best time of the year. All right, so tonight we want to share something personal. It's going to be our biggest realization this year as a working mom because, this year, last year, we've been working a lot. So for me, I realized that time is more valuable than anything. Not the promotions, not the overtime anymore, not the material things. So it's the moments with my kids. I get to I get to drop them off at school more often because last year they were taking the bus. Because I was doing a lot of overtime and second job. Now more field trips, chaperone, and then decorating Christmas tree. Every season like the Halloween inflatables, stuff like that. So that's one of the reason why um, I was pushed to build my online business because something that supports our life instead of taking me away from it. So I still love being a nurse. I love my profession, but um, there's something that gives me freedom and flexibility, for a better future. All right, so I'm gonna start. Oh, but before anything else, we would like to invite our viewers to watch our free webinar. It's every Tuesdays and Thursdays, 8 p.m. EST, 7 p.m. CST, and 5 p.m. Pacific time, right? And then in the Philippines, it's every Wednesdays and Fridays, 9 a.m. because, we change our time. All right, Sis Roxanne. All right, Sis Roxanne, I'm going to start with you. So what are your realization as a working mom this year?
Thank you, Sis Jerlyn. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. My realization this year as a mom, as a working mom, is same as Sis Jerlyn. Time, because time is really priceless. We can't buy it with. That's the only thing that we can't buy with the money. The moment with their family is really important. And as a working mom, we always we don't know how to manage our time sometimes, but by organizing our time, we can do something better for our future and for our kids as well. Um, we wake up, we go to work, we go we go home tired sometimes, but we're still able to cook for our kids and our family. That time that I have this year is I'm so thankful because I can cook more for my family, especially for my kids. When they request something, I can do it now. Unlike before, I'm not able to do so because I'm so tired at work. Sometimes you just need power nap to make it through the day. But now I am happy that I'm able to do that for my kids. Um, with this business, it's really flexible, and we are thankful that I found this business because this business it's perfect for busy parents like us, busy working parents like us, and you don't need to choose between work or making money or and your family. You can do both in this business. That's the blessing that we had for this year. Thank you. Go ahead, sis May.
Yes. Hi. Before before I answer the Miss Universe question, I would like to Hi everyone. Sis Jerlyn here from Carolina. Sis Roxanne here from Seattle, and Sis
We forgot
Pasensya
to
na po kayo,
introduce.
kapasensya na po kayo because we are talking behind the scene earlier. That's why we forgot to introduce ourselves. But my name is May Santa Ana, based here in Chicago. I am a digital entrepreneur, a business owner, and of course, mom and a nurse. So for me, the biggest realization as a working mom this year that I have is when I started this business, as I go along with it, there's a lot of option now than before. Because the option before as an employee, even though I'm still a full time, is that I'm focused on the overtime. I'm focused to juggling our part-time works, right? And through that, we miss the significant what do you call this one? Significant celebration or any kind of important matters for our family. This time we have the option to say no, I don't need an overtime because this business sustain that. No, I don't need another part-time job. I don't need physical work anymore because this business can help me to put something on our table. And of course, another realization is that we cannot give our diploma or degree to our children as a legacy. But this business that we have, that's how we can support them by giving this business to them. So, meaning, even though we are still alive, but if you want them to be part of this business, as long as they are 18 years old, they can start this business. And through that, they also learn how to manage the business. They are also learn how to manage the finances. And through that, you are more stable in your future. Not only you as their parents, but you're giving them the ability also to become stable in starting this business and in starting their new life as a parent also in the future, right? So those things, and also this time I realize that it's not only as a nurse that is my purpose. There is more. So those things is a awakening for me. So nurses right now, as we all know, sometimes we struggled for because we thought that only overtime or having a part-time jobs is the only solution that we have. But no, if you want to learn more how we are able to what they call to do this kind of business, even though we are busy offline, you can connect the four of us and we can discuss it to you on how you can also start this business. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Sis May, and thank you for reminding us to introduce ourselves because we forgot. We already talked so much behind the scene that we forgot our goal life. Um, you going back to Sis Roxanne, yes, Sis Roxanne and me are kind of like the same, with the little kids, with well, Sis Roxanne knows how to cook. I don't. So, well, at least she has more time to
I'm
cook
still
for
learning.
she has more time to cook for her kids. It's the time that you can't, bring back the time cooking for your kids and stuff like that. Um, but for me, it's like playing games with them, board games, since I don't know how to cook. So I'm just like, catching up with the time, giving them a bath, stuff like that. And with Sis May, yeah, the legacy. This is something that we can pass on to our kids. Instead of passing on some burdens and some debts to our kids, why don't we pass something that will already shape them and help them build their future? Because um we don't want our kids to suffer. We don't want our kids to experience what we've experienced working a lot of overtime just to provide the needs of our family, right? So this one is already we already establishing this business, so and building this. So when the time comes that we're gonna pass it on to our kids, it's gonna be easier for them. But of course, we're gonna teach them how to do it on their own, so they're not just being spoiled. So at least they're gonna learn how to do it on their own, and of course, um, they're gonna distinguish the importance of working hard because it's worth it if you work hard for it. It's not just like, okay, this one will be the to me. It's an easy money. No, we want to teach them how to, um, start the way we started it. But at least this one is already, what do you call this? It's established. It's a little bit easier for them. We're not gonna spoon feed them. So, all right, we're gonna go to Sis Maribel. Sis Maribel, what is your realization as a working mom this year?
Okay, thank you. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Hello, three moms. Sis Jerlyn, Sis Roxanne, and Sis May. And thank you so much for giving us this opportunity to be with you again. Going live and talking and sharing everything that we learn about a business and of course as parents. So before anything else, I just want to introduce myself. My name is Maribel Palarca and I am the face behind Maribel M. Palarca business page, a mom of two, a physical therapist, and of course a digital entrepreneur. Originally from Cagayan de Oro City, Philippines, and now we are here in Louisiana, USA. So going back to the question of what is my biggest realization as a working mom this year, actually, there is one thing that I really like. I realized that if you trade your time for income, you will end up with being tired, with being exhausted, and you will be trapped forever in that cycle, right? Like you work hard, you earn money. For you to earn money, you work hard and stuff like that. And as I know, three of us have done that for years. That's why we are here. We are building this business because we came from a very, very relatable experience, which is we work so hard and we sometimes most of the time we trade our time for income. And I also we'll soon realize that doing this business, we realize that time freedom cannot be with this you can is doesn't have a price, right? Time flexibility, time freedom doesn't have a price. That's why you cannot replace it with income. We cannot replace it with money, because money you can gain it, but time you cannot replace it. You cannot bring back the time. That's why that's are the things that we realize. In fact, when I started this business, for years I worked as a mom, as a full-time physical therapist, and been juggling between being a mom and of course as a full-time therapist. I was very exhausted. That's why I'm here. Because the reason why I started my business is not like, oh, I just want to have fun. No, it's not, because I am exhausted. It's out of exhaustion. It's out of being tired. And that's why we are here. And that's one thing that we have to realize, that it doesn't mean that you work so long for how many years, and then you will assure that you will have a very good golden years in that, and then you can save more money for your kids, which is definitely not always proportionate. They're not working so much does not usually equates to having a good golden years or a good retirement and stuff like that. But then if you work smarter, that's the only way you can really experience the wealth, the time freedom and the flexibility. There you will really feel. I really experienced that. Just like Cicero Mayflower said, Sis May, right now we used to as many work as we can. Let's go do overtime because I'm going on vacation next month. I have to save money and stuff like that. But now I can say somebody wants to. Hey, just this morning somebody texted me, okay, if I can do something, can work for 2 hours in a certain facility. I said no, and stuff like that. And then how about? I said I'm not available today. It's like, how about tomorrow? No, because my kids has a lot of activities. I prioritize my kids now, my kids' activities, my work as a mom, my responsibility as a parent, not just as a full-time worker. So it's so much different. I can say no to things like that because I can, because of the flexibility, and we are so I'm proud of that I was able to do that for years, and I'm so happy that I keep doing it. And another one that is for me, that's my personal realization. Another one is we just talked about this before we started and stuff like that. As a digital business owner, I realized that no matter what, you are always the captain of your business. No matter what, no, you're always it's always you are the beginning and the end of the business. So even if you try your best to share this business to everybody and stuff like that, like this is a good business, if that person would not work hard for their business, nothing will happen. Because as we have told you from the beginning, this is not a get rich quick scheme or business. Rather, this is like you work hard, you'll have more, you'll gain more, and stuff like that. So it's working hard, discipline, and a good mindset really equates to success. And we believe that from the beginning. So we cannot promise you that even if you don't do anything with this business, you will still gain, you will still earn more, you will have, yeah, it's not. So that's why we always tell, we were talking about that sometimes we really have a lot of business partners so that we want them to succeed also. But that if they themselves would not try, then no matter what we do externally, whether we tell them, like, encourage them, give them everything that they need, if they cannot start, if they will not do it themselves, not it will not happen. And we've seen a lot of people who've done that. And then that's why if you don't really see the purpose of why you're starting this business, the real reason why you started this business, nothing will happen. And all four of us, we know our why, we know our purpose, and we know where we're going. That's why we're still here. So that's why we are trying to do, like, to do right now is that when you start this business, we will definitely support you 100%. But you really have to do your best, right? Do your part. And that's what we always tell them. So because a lot of people will give up early, a lot of people, but those people who persevere, who are very resilient, will really succeed in this business. And we've seen that, we've experienced that. That's why there's a lot of realization in this business. And I think that's it. I think
I
that's
love it.
Yeah. Thank you, Sis Bell. But before we continue, I would like to shout out and acknowledge our, let me see, our number one fan, Miss Sis Sharon. Oh, there
Hi,
you go.
Sisya.
Hello, ladies.
Thank
Happy New
you.
Month. Watching from,
Tisha. Oh, welcome.
yes.
Oh, I
The
love your
baby.
baby boy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Sisha. Yeah, we want to hold. I miss that having, a newborn. We want to see, even though like Sis Sharon is a busy three
Mom.
boys mom, with a newborn right now, she, her support is never ending support to us. All right, back to what Sis Bell said. Yeah, we can never bring back the time. That's why. But then, we can't blame ourselves for not finding this business right away. Because if we would have known that this business exists, we would have started sooner.
Earlier.
But then, the good thing is, I believe that everything happens for a reason. As healthcare professionals, and Sis Roxanne as well in the accountant um, field, they might still need us, during that time. Like I've been a COVID nurse, so maybe if I started during that time, I wouldn't be able to help, those people, those COVID patients that you need. So I believe in the perfect timing, but it's never too late. Even
Mhm.
right now, it's never too late. So and then also what Sis Bell said, we only thought that overtime is the only way
Yeah.
to earn.
Get out. Yeah.
Yes. Nobody knew about this online business. Most of the people doesn't know anything about this yet. So that, we are, and yes, we are going to have to do our part. We just don't sit here and then earn money. There's no free money, but the business that we have is easier than working in a job, because if we compare it, we just do this business depending on the effort that you want to do it, like 30 minutes to 2 hours, and then we're making the same amount as what we're making as professionals working for 12 hours, working for 8 hours, so we are working smarter but not harder. And of course, the time, we are at home. We are working anywhere we want and anytime we want, and we don't need to go to like a facility or place where we can do our job. All right. So,
Yes.
um, if you are a busy mom, like, oh, there's
Hi,
another
Sir
viewer.
Ryan.
Hi, Rai.
Thank you for your
Thank
never
you,
ending
thank you.
support, Sarayan.
He's all over the place.
Yes, he's all over the place. He was in New York last week, I think,
Mm.
celebrating Thanksgiving.
Their
Yes,
birthday.
literally, you can do this business anywhere.
Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, to all of our viewers, all of our friends, if you are a busy parent, this is not just for moms. These are also for dads, just like Sarayan. If you are a busy parent or, just a busy person like us, just know that it is possible to create something that works around your life and not the other way around.
Yes.
So this is something that you can look forward to. Um, Check and see if this business fits you, and then send us a message or just watch our webinar every Tuesdays and Thursdays. All right. So thank you, ladies, for your time tonight. And well, yeah, yesterday we didn't make it because we fell asleep. We were
I
tired.
fell asleep.
You know, I was falling asleep.
That's how flexible we are, right? Just like our business.
Yeah, so you can do it next time. It's not the job, you can't just call out, like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm tired today, I don't have to work. No, that's not how it works. But with our business, if you're tired today, you can do it tomorrow or the next day. So thank you so much for listening and watching, to our 2 million viewers, and we hope to see you again next week. All right, thank you so much.
Yes,
Bye.
everyone, thank
Have
you
a
so
great week.
much.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.